for a lifetime. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to come onto your mat and start in child's pose, Bakasana. To enter that kingdom of heaven, you must first become like a child. So just for a moment, let's forget everything that's ever happened to you. Just let it go. Forget everything that you've ever been told about yourself. Become like that mind of a child that you once had. You're going to come in vitro. So bring your knees together, hips to heels, and just bring your head down. Arms relax along your sides. Let your shoulders be heavy and round away from each other down your back. And just bring all of your awareness to your breathing. Start to slow your breath down, focusing on feeling the energies within you. Allowing those energies to replace anything that is broken or damaged, disabled within. Connect to those energies and feel them flow. Relax your entire body. You're dying to the old self, rebirthing. This is in vitro, child's pose. Becoming anew. So just slowing your breath down. And now start to widen your knees. Activating our child's pose now. Starting to awaken, stretching the arms out long in front. Pressing the palms down into the ground, igniting your core. So pulling the pelvic wall up and in towards your spine. All breathing from here on out is done in and out through the nose only, keeping the mouth closed. Now leaving the left hand there, thread the right arm through and under the left shoulder. Keeping both palms down, pressed and activated. Taking a breath into your upper middle thoracic spine. Coming into a half bind, breathing the left arm up, bending the elbow behind your back, palm faces out. Send the shoulder down away from your ear. Just to counter all the planks that we're about to do. And slowly come back to center. Both hands come back to start. Now reach the left arm through and under the right shoulder. Stretching the shoulder blades far apart from each other, keeping the back of your neck long. Taking a breath, releasing any tension that may or may not be in your upper back between your shoulder blades. Half bind, breathing the right arm up, bending the elbow, palm faces out, nose points down. On your next exhale, coming back to center and making your way up onto all fours. Let's come into cat-cow now. So just stacking the knees directly under hips and wrists are directly under shoulders. Just going to warm up the spine. Inhale, lifting up the chest, tilting, arching your back, tailbone away. Exhale, round your spine now, tilting the tailbone under, chin to chest. Moving back and forth just a few times, straightening the arms, lifting the heart away from the tailbone. And exhale, rounding your spine, pressing the back of your spine up a little bit more towards the sky. So breathing your way from flexion to warming up your back and allowing your breath to lead these movements, make these movements happen. Now this time, when you inhale, the chest forward and up. Also lift and extend the right leg long, back behind you, pressing back past the toes. Now squeeze the elbows in towards each other, rotate them in, and then bend them, hover halfway down for a push-up. Exhale, press back up and round, tuck knee in towards the third eye. Other side. Inhale, left leg extends long, heart center forward, bend the elbows, hover and balance it down. Press back up, exhale to round and tucking it in. Other side. Inhale, right leg extends, reach past the toes, come down for your push-up. Use your upper foot to lift you and round, tuck the knee in. Creating heat in the body now. Inhale, left leg extends nice and long. Come down for your push-up. Press back up and exhale to tuck and round. Last time each side. Inhale, right leg extending it as far as you can. Coming down, pressing back up and exhaling to round. Last time. Inhale, left leg, long extension as you balance it down. Press back up and exhale to round. Good. Now tabletop your back. We're going to reach forward through the crown of the head and back through the tail. Really ignite the core, pulling the navel up and in. Relaxing the heart center as you reach. Right arm, left leg. So opposite arm, opposite leg here. And you're getting past the self by reaching past the fingertips and past the toes to activate and stretch every muscle all along this long energy line. So breathing it here. Now we're going to crunch elbow to knee. Inhale and exhale. Round the back. Bring the knee to the elbow. 2 more times. Inhale to lengthen, reach it out. And exhale to crunch it in. Good. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale to tuck. And release. Other side now. Readjusting, resetting the spine. Pull forward and back. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Lifting up. Opposite directions. So you're grounding down, lifting up out of your joints. Relaxing your breath, getting ready for the crunches here. Inhale. And as you exhale, round the back. And really pull the knee to connect with your elbow. Inhale, stretching it out nice and long, past the fingertips. And exhale, bringing it together. Inhale, extend. And exhale. And release it here. Now setting up for your downward facing dog. Walking the hands forward and spread the thumbs away from the pinkies as much as you can. Suction cup the palm. Press your knuckles. Use your fingertips. Every bit of the hand you're given. Tuck the toes and breathe the hips up towards the sky and press your chest back towards your thighs as you let your head go. So just shaking your head a few times, walking the dog out. Left and right. Taking that breath. And now 3-legged dog. Inhale, right knee comes into the chest and send it long, long above you. Open up the hip to the side, bend the knee, and just rotate the ankle round and round. So toe points towards opposite shoulder. Press evenly through both hands, even though you're a little bit open to the side. Circle the ankle the opposite way. You're just loosening up your joints here. Good. And now straighten the legs, square the hips, and you're going to breathe the foot forward to the outside of the right hand, low lunge. So just pressing your hips forward, shoulders down your back. And using your core. Send the arms up nice and high, and then behind you coming into that shoulder rinse. So interlacing the hands, the fingertips, pressing the palms together, elongating through the top of your head. And just relax the shoulders down your back. So tight grip, shoulders start to relax. Easing into it nice and slow. As you exhale, release your grip. Bring the hands back to the center. tuck the toe, lift and straighten the leg, and step the right foot back to meet the left. Now the modified flow to start, so just bring the knees down to the mat, tuck the tailbone under, nice long line through the crown of your head. Remember, squeeze elbows in towards each other, and now slowly lower the body all the way down. Inhale, low cobra, so anchor your legs nice and strong. Lift up through the crown of your head and focus on strengthening your lower back. Exhale, press back over the knees, tuck the toes, and lift the hips back up into your downward facing dog. Taking deep, slow breaths. And just walking your dog out, shaking your head out. Let your head be heavy. And remember, if your lower back is stiff, then breathe life into it. Do whatever you need to do to warm yourself up. Now coming into the other side, inhale, left knee in, and extend it nice and long for three-legged dog. Opening up the hips, bend the knee, toe points towards right shoulder, and just rotate the ankle round and round. Even pressure throughout both hands. And circle the ankle the opposite direction. Good. Lengthen the leg back to long. Square the hips and breathe the foot forward. Plant outside the left hand. Low lunge here. Inhale, arms to rise, using your core, relaxing your heart center. And again, coming into shoulder rinse. This time the opposite thumb on top, just to even out both sides. And just relaxing your shoulders down your back. So you elongate the back of your neck. Remember, you're not sinking down into your joints, you're lifting up out of them. So you're balancing the grounding and lifting at the same time. You're that conduit between heaven and earth. So we're not falling into it, we're lifting up out of it. On your next exhale, release your grip. Rotate the arms, plant the hands, tuck the back toe, straighten the leg, and step the feet back together to meet. Now when you're in high plank, now see if you can hold high plank. If not, you can modify, bring your knees down. But if you're in high plank, press back through the heels and forward through the crown of your head. Remember, rotate the elbows in towards each other, stacking your joints. Bend them and see if you can hover halfway down. Inhale, rolling over the tops of the toes, straightening the arms, and lifting the heart center away from the heels. Good. Exhale, pull your hips back up into your downward facing dog. Good. Deep breath in through the nose slow, and out through the nose slow. Moving into warrior one. Inhale, right leg nice and high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward, plant between the hands. Anchor the back heel down, squaring the hips and using your core to lift all the way up. Good. Relaxing the shoulders down. Just taking your time to breathe your way into your warrior. Opening up the hips. Sometimes we sink down, so leveling up the hips. Relaxing the shoulders down, reaching up past the fingertips. Focusing your sights. Just locking your eyes in one position. Non-moving object. You still the eyes, you still the mind, that body will follow. Helping you to focus. Now from here we take flight into warrior three. So take your time, make sure you have a sure footing on your front foot. And next exhale, slowly start to press up and away, balancing as you bring the upper body forward, lengthening the back leg nice and long past the toes. Now you can stay here in your warrior three or come into the crunches. Inhale, and as you exhale, prayer palms come together, balancing the knee in. Two more times. Inhale to extend it out, nice and long, warrior three. Exhale, tucking the knee in. Inhale, extend it out. exhale, rounding it in. Inhale to extend, just to anchor the back foot down. Now exalting your warrior here, bending the elbows back, opening up the high center of your heart as you deepen that lunge. Exhale, hands come down, stepping the feet back, flow it out. Modified or not, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really dynamically lift the thighs up off the mat. Exhale, use your core to lift the hips back up and away. Downward facing dog. Now take that breath slow. You're practicing how to control your breath. Harness your energy. Resist that urge to pant it out. And as you exhale, slow. Other side. Inhale, left knee in and send it long. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through and forward. Warrior one on this side. Using your core to lift. Upper body, arms to rise. Relaxing your shoulders down. Locking your eyes in one point. Here you are, balancing from one side to the other. Just coming into that transition. So you're just going to breathe your way, point A to point B. Just allow yourself to be here. And getting ready for our flight. So next breath you take, whether you're on the inhale or the exhale, as long as you're allowing your breath to lead that movement, and you'll get it down eventually. So next breath, press off your back foot. Slowly start to balance. Upper body leans forward. Really extend your back leg. Both hips are level. Now staying here, balancing is enough. If you'd like to come into the crunches, inhale. And as you exhale, prayer hands come in. Rounding the back, balancing with the knee in. 2 more times. Inhale, extend it out nice and long. And exhale, bringing it in. Last time, inhale, lengthen it out. And exhale, focusing it in. Good. Inhale, extend it just to anchor the heel back down on the mat. Exalting your warrior now. Bending the elbows, let your heart shine. Deepen that front lunge. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step it back, flow it out, lower it down. Inhale up. And exhale. Down dog. Take a breath here slow. Through the nose. And out through the nose. Calming the entire body. Good. Now inhale, come up high onto your tippy toes. Bring your knees to hover just a few inches above the mat. Locking up the core, relaxing the heart center, looking forward. Either float or walk the feet up to your hands. Doesn't matter each way. Inhale to tabletop the spine. Just straightening the legs to whatever's comfortable. Exhale, soften the knees and just fold your upper body over the lower half. And now separating your feet, getting ready for elephant chair. So you just want your feet wider than shoulder width distance apart, toes directly in front of the heels. You sit back and start to bring elbows, forearms, palms to touch. Knees behind the toes, shoulders down your back, lifting shoulders up, lifting elbows up to shoulder height. Bring the weight back into your heels. Tilting the tailbone under, elongating through your spine, locking your eyes one point. Here we balance. Slowly start. Move up onto the tippy toes. Sitting the hips down. Using your breath to energize it. Next inhale, you use it to sit down just a little bit deeper. Last breath here. And exhale, heels down, fold forward. Slightly turn the toes in, heels out. Soften the knees, flip the palms backwards. Walk them through and underneath your legs here. And just relax. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck, and relaxing your breath. And now walking your hands back to center, coming all the way up to standing now. So ignite your core, anchor your legs, inhale, circle sweep, come all the way up. And exhale, centering to calm, bring the feet together, and a balance in tree here. So you can either bring your heel to the inner thigh, or your calf, or toe to the ground. You just don't want your heel retching into your knee, because you're going to press the heel into wherever point you have it at. So here we are, just balancing, opening up the knee to the side. Now bring your weight into your heel. You can lift up your toe just to feel where the weight should be, and then release your toe back down. You're going to suction cup your foot to help you balance, knocking out every muscle in your leg, standing nice and tall through the crown of your head. Tailbone tucked under, core engaged, heart center relaxed, shoulders down your back. Pray or press the palms. So when you feel yourself sway, press your palms all the more, locking your eyes one point. Takes every bit of your focus and awareness, every cell, muscle, ligament in your body to sustain the balancing poses. Focus your sights. Now we move on. Interlace the fingers, pressing the palms down towards the ground. And away. Exhale, release, shake the legs out. We take a breath here, releasing any tension that we create. We also release it. Inhale, a little bit of a back bend, lifting up and out of the lower spine. And exhale, centering that calm within. Coming into the other side, in the area of sinking sand. And then taking whatever position you did, interlacing the fingers, try opposite thumb on top, switching up the grip, balancing out both sides, pressing palms down. Core center, eyes locked, bringing it up and away. Tree, we're grateful to our roots, our ancestors, everyone who came before you, making it possible for you to be you. Connecting with your ancestors, because they've been there and they remember, and they're here to guide you. Last breath here. And exhale, releasing any tension, taking that breath. Inhale, circle sweep, arms come all the way up, lifting up and out of your spine. And exhale, just folding it forward all the way down. Now coming into a wide squat here. So this is just the yogi squat. You just want to get into a place where you can press the knees open and really get deep down into the hips while lifting up out of the crown of your head. Now you can either stay here enjoying this beautiful hip opener, working on the hips. Remember, it's whatever you need, whatever your particular needs are today. Or you can come into practicing crow or crane wherever you are at. Now if you'd like to move forward, you want to place your hands about shoulder width distance apart. And again, you want to separate and starfish the fingers out as far away from each other as possible, and lifting up through your hind legs and your back. So rounding your back. You're just going to play with moving the weight forward just a little bit and then squeezing the knees into your upper arms or your shoulders. But you want to get that lift. Lock your eyes a few feet in front of you and then just play with it. Maybe lifting one toe, maybe the other. Good. And I'm sliding down. Good, good, good. Look at you. And then popping back into high plank, flowing it out, lowering it down. Good. Facing dog, just stretching out that lower back. Exhale. Use your core to lift. Back into down dog, breathing slow. In through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Now coming into warrior two. Inhale, right leg, three-legged dog, nice and high. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Back leg anchors down. Using the left arm to lift, opening up to the side. Knee presses out towards the baby pinky toe, shoulders down your back, reaching in opposite directions, leveling out the hips, shoulders down, uniting your core. So lifting up, grounding down, same time. Good. Just relaxing your breath, focusing your eyes so much that your distractions will just eclipse themselves from your view. If you're familiar with our sequences, you're going to get ready to take flight, moving into half moon. As you inhale, pressing up off your back foot, now immediately flex and press the uplifted foot, flexing it nice and strong, as if you were pressing this foot on a wall behind you. So very slowly, reaching right fingertips down, left fingertips reach up towards the sky, reaching for that helping hand above. Now you can stay here or move into the crunches. Staying here balancing is enough. Or you can bring left fingertips to ear, inhaling, and as you exhale, rolling elbow to elbow. Keep the back foot flexed and lifted. Inhale, opening up to the side, and exhale, rolling it closed. One more time. Inhale, opening it up, and exhale, rolling it down. Good. Inhale, opening it all the way back up. Keep the back foot flexed and lifted. That's your anchor. And slowly, good. Coming back open into your warrior two. Exhaling to side angle, elbow to knee, lifting straight up to the sky. Or you can come into your half bind by reaching right fingertips down towards the ground, bending for elbow behind your back, palm faces out, reaching for the outer hip, outer right hip. Right arm reaches under the thigh, Taking that grip with your fingertips, so just reaching the fingertips towards each other. Now lock your sights and stay here, of course. It's up to you. Or just float that foot forward to meet the other. Using your eyes locked, your core, focus and concentration. Slowly moving into your bird of paradise here. Beautiful. Slowly going to come out, same way we went in, stepping it back, bring it up nice and high. Now use this upper arm to lift into reverse warrior. Right arm lifts up out of the side waist. Good. Yes, lengthening it out and exhale, cartwheel hands down, step it back, flow it out, lower it down. Inhale another. And exhale, lift up and back. Down dog. Take that breath now. Inhaling slow through the nose. Take child's pose if you need to. Do whatever you need to do to regain your breath to where you control your breath, not your breath controlling you. Other side. Inhale, left leg. Lengthens nice and high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Warrior two, back heel, anchors down. Using your right arm to lift up and away. You're going to reach out opposite directions. Knee points out. Leveling the hips. And make as many adjustments as you need to get that comfortable feeling. And if this is your first few warriors, it's going to feel a little uncomfortable until you get used to it. Just allowing it to be whatever it is. Noticing what's there without labeling, analyzing, or titling it. Just allowing it to be so you can breathe into it. Allow it to grow. Transform naturally. You're finding ways to relax in somewhat stressful situations. Now getting ready to take flight here. So make sure you have a sure footing from your front foot. Next breath. I'm going to inhale or exhale. Slowly starting to really kick out through your back foot, your uplifted foot as you reach. Left fingertips down, right fingertips to the sky. Maybe use a block. But see if you can balance. So take more focus and concentration this way. Don't worry about falling out. Using even more of your body when you do. Building that muscle memory. Your body loves to fall. It means it's growing, strengthening. Now staying here, or moving into the crunches, right fingertips to the ear. Kick out that back foot. Inhale and exhale. Roll the elbow down and forward. Inhale, opening it up, back up to the sky. Exhale, rolling it down. Just doing the best that you can. Inhale, opening it back up. And exhale, last time. Rolling it down, keeping the back foot as your anchor. And inhale. All the way up. Good. Coming back into your warrior two. And side angle. Reaching up towards the sky. And maybe moving for your bind now. Left fingertips reach down towards the ground. Top elbow bends behind your back. Really roll that shoulder down. Reaching the left fingertips under. Locking those grip in place. Now use your eyes and your core to walk or float right foot up to meet the left. Slowly start to stand up on the right foot. Using your breath to come out slowly. Good. Reaching down. Using your upper arm to lift you into your reverse warrior. Radiate and let that sun shine. Exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Step the foot back. Now here we're going to hold it for side plank. Right hand plant, center of the mat, rolling over onto the sides of your feet as you inhale. Left fingertips come all the way up. Reaching for that helping hand above, and then elongate the arm over your head. Lift up the hips and squeeze the inner thighs together. Slowly make your way to the other side. Left hand plants, center of the mat. Right arm lifts up. Reach for that helping hand, and long over the head. Lift the hips up. Squeeze the inner thighs. And release. Come down onto your knees. Bring your knees to the top of the mat. Coming into reclined hero. Come forward onto the knees and bring the feet out to the sides of your hips. And then slowly walk your hands to the sides and just see if you can very gently sit your hips down in between them. And make sure your feet come out further than your hips. There you go. How does that feel? Your husband is very flexible. Now, if this feels okay, we're going to go down one hand to foot, one elbow, shoulder to shoulder at a time, so that you can be completely aware of what your body is telling you. The most important thing is to stretch your patellas, the kneecaps. So as long as you're doing that, you can stay there. It's all about finding your edge and taking it from there so you can grow naturally. So as long as you're feeling it, and your body is saying that this is your edge, more is too much, less is not enough, and you just stay right there and allow yourself to grow in places you never thought you would. If you're all the way down, reach for opposite elbows above the head and gently press the shoulders down into the ground. Internally, rotating your thigh joints here. And gently pressing the knees down along with the shoulders. It's a very intense stretch to reset all the shock that we absorb in our knees, our feet, our ankles, our hips, our shoulders, to our being. Just release any tension that gets stuck within us. Reset button. And one more breath here. And slowly start to come out, one shoulder at a time, one elbow at a time. So just very slowly taking your time and walking your hands out to the sides, coming forward onto the knees once more, tucking the toes, walking it back, and slowly lowering all the way down to the ground. And just taking a moment here. So we're letting go of the standing series, preparing for the floor series. here we're going to come into shoulder rinse, Bhujangasana, low cobra. Separate the feet a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. Inhale, arms forward, and then bring the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingertips. See if you can get the palms to touch, and just relax your shoulders down your back. Anchor your legs strong, and as you inhale, press the tops of your feet down into the ground so much you lift your kneecaps up off the mat. Inhale, lifting up through the crown of your head. Send your shoulders, relaxing them down your back, activating your spine. Deep breath here. One last one. Inhaling nice and strong. And exhale. Relax it out. And now coming into infinity plank here. So bring the feet about hip-width distance apart, tuck the toes, and you're going to very slowly lift yourself all the way up back into plank. Now the secret to plank is to stack your joints, evenly distribute your weight throughout your entire body so you're not just putting all that pressure on your wrists. And you do that by pressing back through your heels and forward through the crown of your head at the same time. Now take your right foot and cross it over the left. Squeeze in towards your midline. Take your right hand and place it behind the left. Keeping the arms locked out and strong, shoulders strong, core strong. And now walk it back. Right hand back, right foot back, left heel behind the right, left hand underneath the right arm. Pressing back, forward, keeping it nice and strong, and stepping it back. The last part to this, inhale, left foot up, right arm forward. And switch. Right hand, left foot down. Opposite leg, opposite arm, balancing here. And release. Bend the elbows, lower it all the way down. Relax it out here. And breathe. Let's release tension in our shoulders now. So bring the left hand out, palm faces down, just at your shoulder height. Now use your right hand to press into the mat as you raise. Roll your butt down, planting a breath, and pressing your palm down into the ground. Breathe deep with your shoulders. Other side. Left hand comes in, right arm stretches out. And very slowly opening up to the other side. So we create tension in the body, but we also release it. Caring for ourselves and loving ourselves, Aloha Friday, all the way, every day. And now slowly start to roll back onto the belly, and then very slowly we're going to make our way, pressing back over the knees, crossing the feet, and just sitting down. And if you have a ball or a pillow or anything, anything that you can that's available, towel, or just nothing at all, then feel free to get that now. Just gonna come into a little Pilates work. We worked out the body, rebalanced. Worked out the back, the knees, the shoulders, and so now we're gonna balance it all out with the core. So, put your ball. And the first part of this is just to connect to your abdominals. Connect to your abs first. Really feel them. You want to start with that solid foundation. So, just laying on your back here. You want to get really comfortable. And you want to tilt your tailbone under. So make that C shape. So you can really get down to that deep muscle at the base of your spine. So the ball is between the knees, and you want to bring your shins up parallel to the ground. We're just going to do the hand to knee press. So you're going to press the knees into your hands and the palms into your knees at the same time. Arms are straight, shoulders are locked down. Back of the neck nice and long, making that C shape, and you're squeezing the ball or whatever you have and pressing into your hands and pressing the knees away, both at the same time. So you really want to pull the belly down into the ground. So get that line all the way to the center of your core. You want to get deep into that muscle there. Connect to that solid foundation first. Now once you have that, press a little bit harder. Knees into hands, hands into knees. Keep that solid core, and we're going to move into side crunches. So just allow your knees to fall over towards the side. Doesn't matter which side it is. And I like to straighten the top leg. Try to maintain both shoulders down on the ground. Now lift the shoulders up. And as we squeeze the ball, we're just going to crunch, reaching forward here. Going at your own pace and being careful not to wrench on your neck. It's just there as a guide. All of the lifting comes from your center, your core power, ignited and strong. We're here at the top of your peak performance of your practice. So you're using that power from your core center to lift you, not your neck. You're wrapping around, feeling that corset that wraps around your body, keeping the belly pulled in to get that center line. Just a few more on this side. And now slowly using your core is making these movements happen, coming into the other side. Continue to squeeze the ball, allow the knees to fall over to the side, and you want one hip above the other. So you want your hips stacked. If it feels better to straighten your top leg, keep the ball in place, and you get that squeeze a little bit easier. Both shoulders maintain down, so they're square to the sky. And right fingertips, just as a guide as you reach your left arm forward, you start to lift up as you anchor the top leg down. Should get you more height, but it's not about the height. It's about focusing your power, core out. It's not up here in your head. It's not in your neck and throat. It comes from your center. That solar plexus within you. You've got your heart rate going. The blood is pumping. So you're going to use that energy center to make these movements happen. Continue to squeeze. So going at your own pace. Getting really deep into your side obliques, that corset that wraps around you. Last few here. And release. Just hug your knees in towards your chest. Arms above the head, taking the ball. And we're just coming into heel splits now. Right heel up to the sky. Left heel just stretches out to balance a few inches above the mat. And switch. Right heel down, left heel to the sky. Continue to squeeze the ball. Arms above your shoulders. Shoulders are just lifted if you like. Or just have them down. You're just going at your own pace here. Again, making these movements happen using your core. Shoulders are down your back. These movements are happening from your core plexus, your solar power, and the feet flexed. Just a few more here. And bring the knees in towards the chest. Now placing the ball between the ankles for 30, 60, 90. And arms just elongate out your sides. Inhale and exhale. Point the feet far away. Lengthen the legs and breathe it down. Just another 30 degrees. And then lengthen it all the way down. Hover just a few inches above the mat. Reaching the fingertips up towards the toes. And release. Hugging it in, ball above the head. Pointing the toes. Now bringing left elbow, or right elbow, left knee. And you're just going to squeeze the ball, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Just a few more on this side. Last one, now lower and small circles. First clockwise direction, and then counterclockwise. And release to the other side. Lengthen it out, lift, and lower. Squeezing the ball. More. Tiny little circles. Tiny little circles other way. And release. All above the head. Toes nice and high. We're going to come into a sit-up. One more spinal twist and then we're all done. So anchor your legs nice and strong. Hollow out the core, inhale. And as you exhale, coming all the way, sitting up, reaching it forward. And rolling it up. Set the ball to the side. Crossing right heel above the knee. Inhale. Reaching the top arm nice and high. Right hand plants facing your spine. Last part of the twist is to reach for the outer heel. Just kicking it out.